Never take a loss, 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breeze and know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Clean. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A very solid gain of 27. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
And a short gain down to about the 30. 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on second down. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Second down, Mayfield. Shakes off the sand. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and he's feeling it in a big way.
On third down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And some room to run now. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Over!
They go play action. Mayfield looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Landry, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Here we go. Check. 6-18.
Carr to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Go. Get set.
On third down, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now this time, Carl throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Marshall in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll throw deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
694. 24.
Carr now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's going to make our score 15-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Monday, down. 185.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
2-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Being chased out left. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Carr now to throw. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
.14 seconds, all that's left of this 1st half as they come up on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Good move by Duke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Set. Green 39. Detroit. Gun. Mike 96. Let's go deep.
Second down, Mayfield. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
the Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now look at
Here's Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here. It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? On second down, here's Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. Play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well. Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in. Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A very solid gain of 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there. Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Cut!
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it. You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning. It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out, because the current formula is not working. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Mayfield now from the 50. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing now is Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game. Sacks given up in this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Luke Wilson, his first.
field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to float this one. Deep rights. He's got a man. Complete. They give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mayfield now, flushed out right. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield with it once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Carr going to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little am I looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get the money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what classic. I said, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snaps. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what classic. I said, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, so Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. But most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on second down is Newton. Shark's got it left side, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
No, check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And they'll go on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And this one is right through. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now it's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Olivier Vernon able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
No, check.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeJuan Smoot coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Back there, not Philly. Here we go. Over, over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. The 20. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Newton on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now they try the right side here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, Newton.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the football.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Newton now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Do some. Gun. Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, little 360. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, look at 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit!
And they'll run it here. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Point after here coming up. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. To throw on second down, Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey! Right to the 3.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Newton on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff working right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Marquette King now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Again, Newton. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To the air again, Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Come on
So
now.
second down, still 10 yards to go.
20.
Ball on the 43. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing on third down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, it's Newton. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Set. Katie.
Newton throwing again. Steps away to his left. And is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Throwing again is Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Buffalo, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now listen no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. When we gon' that, I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby.